Hi, my name is Russell Perkins. I'm an American artist, but I live now in London. In my practice, I'm interested in economic ideas around risk and chance and uncertainty, and especially the way that these things impact our physical bodies.
I think we may have to move.
I think we'll need to bring this over and go up.
Yeah.
But I can get it over the
Over the rail. Yeah, over the beam.
Yep.
But before we move it, we should go up and put the zip ties. Because right now it's in the perfect spot.
Right. So the piece that I'm working on for the show is called Conduit. And it's essentially an enormous drop ceiling, the kind of metal ceiling that you see in like airports or banks or sort of big institutional spaces. And we're taking this structure and turning it into a resonating body, so something that will produce and transmit sound. So you can think about it sort of halfway between a speaker and a kind of a musical instrument of its own. So that's kind of what you see. What you hear will be the sound of my voice. So the kind of full range of sounds that I was able to make, from very low to very high, and for the duration of the show, Capc has subscribed to data from the European Energy Exchange. So this is kind of the where electricity is bought and sold. And this information essentially functions like a musical score, which will change over the 7 months of the exhibition.
Upstairs with zip ties. And we leave it there with zip ties. So it'll just be stable back. So as you go through zip ties, then we can go up in that with the zip tie there. Yeah. We should try pushing it through the thing and make sure we have enough.
So what I wanted to do in this piece was to kind of make my body into a filter that this economic information would flow through. So it's a massive amount of information, and I wanted to, that's sort of where the title Conduit comes from. I was thinking about the kind of continuity between our nervous system, and the electricity that runs through our bodies, and the larger electricity grid, almost in a sort of cyborgian sense. And so I want the piece to kind of explore that continuity. And so that's why it was important to me to take this huge amount of data from the energy markets and kind of find a way to channel it through my body.
Yeah, should be fine. And the other room is easier because it's much shorter distance.
Should we actually, I'm just wondering, do we want to give back a little bit of this slack?
Why?
Or just because in the other room, it's like now on this funny diagonal? I'm just wondering if in the middle room it would be possible.
Well, I think we need to secure this up here to something. We can give some slack from there, though.
Okay.
To fix that.
When I started working on this piece, this was before the war in Ukraine and before the kind of electricity crisis that we're dealing with right now. So in the last several months, the energy market has become like more of a roller coaster than it's ever been. But of course, there is always this quality to financial markets. For me, I kind of started from this idea that the fun fair is this place where we have like an ecstatic relationship with industrial technology. So, the same kinds of machines that run the factory in the week, on the weekend, you go to the fun fair and, they physically stimulate your body and move your limbs and produce emotions, make you feel fear and excitement and pleasure. And so this kind of energetic connection between a sort of economic infrastructure and like the individual body was my starting point in developing the piece.
assembly over there.
Emmanuel told me it was okay for you to use those on the weekend.
Yeah.
Let me show you how to recharge.
So I, had this great opportunity to come and see the space very early in the process of thinking through this piece and then develop it in response to that. And I was struck by these long hallways and the kind of structure of beams in the ceiling. And CAPC is this artifact of colonial industry. It was a warehouse. And so I wanted to kind of take the architecture of a warehouse today and insert it into the architecture of a warehouse from a long time ago.